once you're in Couva on the main road and you check out the UTC Investment Centre and you ask for Rodney Boodram, that's right, you're going to get some great advice, great conversation. He's here with me, a matter of fact, to treat with a very important talking point. It's one actually that's kind of on my mind at my age now, being in media for all these years and kind of looking towards the next couple of years, and we're treating with retirement. And I recognize UTC, they're on their retirement campaign. So great to have you, Manager Boodram. Rodney, great to see you, and welcome again.
Thank you very much for having me.
I mean, this conversation is one, around what age you feel, around when someone should start at least thinking or at least planning their retirement? Well,
retirement should be now. There's no specific age. It's better if you start earlier, you get more time, more years to put into it. So let's say you're a 25-year-old person, the earlier you start, you have a lot more. What you would have is more time as opposed to more salary. The two will work together, but it's how you allocate the time and use the time to be able to accumulate that. As opposed to someone who is 45 years, you're looking at less time, 15 years plus towards retirement. So you'll have to now contribute more. Your lifestyle may be affected, but you can still get there. It all depends on how and the effort you make towards your retirement and looking at your retirement picture.
The NIB conversation must come in. What's your advice in that regard? Because I know there would have been changes in that particular business model, as it were.
Right. So based on that, the contributions would have been increased. So what we are doing is trying to bring awareness to the NIB is a financial floor. It's not the ceiling. So you would still have to provide. It's just a foundation that would have been created for you. So you would now have to supplement that pension or that benefit that you have. Remember, it's a social basic benefit that would have been provided to help meet some of your needs at retirement, and you now would have to take it to that other level. Remembering, NIB is just a foundation, and as with any house, the foundation is not the house. You want to be able to build the walls and the roof, and that is by you providing for yourself to be able to supplement that pension.
You mentioned 25 is the perfect age to start thinking about the retirement scenario. But for me, in my mid-40s now, moving into that nice 50 milestone, is there a difference really as to how 25-year-old JW and 45-plus-year JW would approach it, especially with this whole NIB change, as it will, with your contributions?
So remember, the 25-year-old JW, now starting out, you're now earning that income. You have a lot of years in front of you. So whatever you put out for yourself now would be able to maximize. And as life increase, you could always increase the benefit or increase the payment, and it helps supplement when you retire to the NIB benefit. The 45-year-old JW, which is, well, not saying that you're 45, but at the same time, yeah.
I'll always be 25 with shipping and taxes, but realistically, I'm there now.
I'm not around that age also. So yeah, it's a challenge for us in trying to put out and things. So what will end up happening is that as we put out more, our lifestyle may change because we're focusing more on retirement. We're allocating more for disposable income today as opposed to other things. It's just it's a bigger discipline for us to be able to make sure that our retirement is good.
Why is investing now so important? Because I've always heard about this term called the retirement gap. Could you elaborate on what is that exactly?
So the retirement gap is the difference between your expenses at retirement and your income. So you want to be able to make sure that all your expenses and needs at retirement is taken care of. So let's use an example. If 8,000 is your expenses and your income is only 3,000, the retirement gap is 5. So the 5 would be taken up by all these additional little plans that you can take out at the unit trust that will help supplement that 5,000 and help meet the 8,000 expense.
In terms of the campaign, when you come into UTC, is it that the particular plan you're going to invest in, the forecast financially for your future with this retirement, is it tailor-made? Is it bespoke? Is it made for the individual, or is it like particular plans you have in place and you could fall into a preset investment plan?
So we have different plans. We have 3 pillars basically that we all normally point people towards. So first of all, when you come into the unit trust, we are not just placing you into any plan. It's a conversation we want to have with you. As you said, the 40-something-year-old JW, you want to sit him down and say, this is what these benefits here, and find a plan that will work for you best. So we have the IRUA, or the individual retirement unit account, and we have the URF, or the universal retirement fund. Those 2 plans are basically cash lump sums you get at the end of it that will be able to help you invest and make more additional income for yourself at retirement. The both of them are tied towards stocks and bonds type portfolio, so you get consistent growth over the period of it. But then you might be the different JW that say, hey, I'm paying too much taxes, I would like to get something that will help me there. Our pensions plus product is our annuity, or deferred tax annuity plan that will allow for you to make that $50,000 contribution and get the tax break on it. That will increase your disposable income, that will allow you to invest more. And grow what you have towards your retirement.
Rodney, as we wrap things up, how can folks contact you or contact the UTC to get more information?
So one thing before we say that, I'd just like to say retirement is now, as you said before, we would definitely want you to start and come in. You can come into any one of our investment centers. We have 9 investment centers and agencies that you can go to. And then you have, when you come in, if you don't want to come into the agency, you could always come into one of our websites. Or we have the ttutc.com website that you can go to get information and request a meeting. You can also go to any one of our social media handles that would be able to help you.
Manager there at UTC Investment Centre in Couva, Rodney Boodram, touching base. All the best, Rodney. Great to see you, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure.